I think we're good. We're at least staying classy. That's what we're doing. This is where I have to go, right? Yeah, it's alright, because I'm not teleporting back to get the weapons.
We might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past.
It's a different cutscene? Or is it different
I
words?
have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Oh my god. What the hell is the... What was the point of me saying no before then? Livestock raised. Yeah, was there a fucking guy around here? I don't think so, so... Here we go. Forbidden Zone entry. This is the Forbidden Zone. Wait, what was that? Oh. Wait a second. Okay. Thought maybe there'd be stuff there.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
Oh, I can't go past.
You visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Oh, now she's willing to let me do all my side adventures.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
The laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, sovereigns and forbidden zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
You know, I gotta look for items here. Someone just discarded some like rapig meat somewhere, obviously. No, let's not do that first. It's never close to the end. It is for the main story. Oh wait, what's this? No, Stair will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. It's showing Lenegis structures. You can see pipes for transporting astral energy sticking out of them. Oh, holy shit, maybe I should actually look at this. Showing the room's equipment hasn't been used in a long time. A long time? Like since my time or like since it transformed? Who knows? What kind of sci-fi origin BS is this? It's just, it involves space travel from the beginning.
I think I can make this work.
Well, that was easy.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
I was about to say, do I have to select this? Because I'm obviously
There
going
must
to
be
read it.
dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They've re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
Everyone's like that.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately.
Yeah, why would they put that there? Doesn't
I've
make any
barely
sense.
managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being
I can't do all
consumed
the
by
elements
hatred.
though. I got earth and fire
If you
basically. I
ever
have like
start to
1 or
lose
2
your way,
wind,
you can
nothing
count
water.
on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Another skit gonna pop up? I guess not. So let's talk to him. Let's not talk to him. Let's read this stuff. All right, examine. I'm not doing a voice for this thing. This is Alphen reading his head. Select a topic to explore. Master cores. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these master cores, those with earth, water, wind, fire, and light, are loaned to Renin lords at the time of the ground contest. Only the dark master cores are maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renis Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the master core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renis Alma materializes. Be advised that active master cores may resonate with other master cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renis Alma, master cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. Oh, this is recent. Due to successful regeneration. Select the topic to explore. Spirit cores. Spirit cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout this body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danas must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can often be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts, or can also. Addendum. Increased physical load on the host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Select the topic. Let's exit this one. This is the main one. I want to do that one last. Select the topic to explore. Lords. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renin populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding Master Core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral ancestry, artistry, and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out the Master Core's power. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, our place must be quickly prepared. Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. The following is a report on the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject experimentation. Test Subject number 10105, given name Volron, Generation NA, Unique Adjustment Index, Ethnicity NA. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits a significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject itself, a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Which I guess was the Red Woman. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. I just wanted to make sure that there were... What the hell? Sedative Mask, alright. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Addendum. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Brainwashing Report. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renan and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject number 10105 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it is done by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be key to this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. Select the topic to explore. Lenegis Detachable Harvester. Alright, Lenegis. Alright, well, I don't... Maybe the main one doesn't have anything better than these two. Lenegis, a large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, development of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegis serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the Crown Contest of Dana. Warning, any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. Detachable Harvester. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenegis' conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conduit pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathway can proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lengus Arrowlator must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for its function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point remained the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. That was big stuff. Any secret bosses? Dungeons. There are 2 that are side quests, it looks like. There's like spirit towers, spirit dungeons and stuff. There's one that's an earth elemental, one that's a wind. They're like level 60 something, and I'm level 45, so I couldn't really do it. I think they're basically secret dungeons. Ooh, alright, these ones are good too. Here we go. Alright, I'm glad I saved these for last, and either this one or the last one over there would have been fine. Select topic. The Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lengus' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Danon subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover with real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's power of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lengus if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternate method to perform the ceremony has been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. I mean, I got pretty far into the Earth one before I realized it was like level 60 something, and that was when I was like level 30 something. Like even way before this. So I could probably go there now and be okay, but like I would just use so many items and stuff. The Maiden. The Maiden acts as a sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and ID crest. A Renin subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral energy it lacks in tandem with the Renis Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Addendum 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its Maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Alright. Good information! Get gooder. I tried, I failed. Hey, this is my room. It's like time itself has stopped here, that's cool. I notice this server will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. Oh my god, the same stuff. You see lots of numbers, looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lengus proper. Who knows what the fuck that means. For monitoring subjects, they probably had a failure disposal mechanism in place. I don't know what that means. Grape gel, heyo. Here we go again.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Elfin. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Elfin. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Elfin escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Well, she's dead, so you don't gotta repay her shit.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me.
The pet's just visiting,
Iron mask.
not
She did
caring
it to
for.
prevent your soul from tearing itself apart.
I'm not dog sitting.
She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Oh, no skit? Aw. I really expected a skit. Man. Fuck. Wait a second. Hold on. Not that I want to go down, but alright. This looks like a big fucking fight room. I'm not walking to the center until I go. I'm gonna go all the way around this way to be safe. Because I don't even have all my CP and stuff. There's nothing in here. Alright. I'm not fighting?
This place, We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well.
Huh.
Please, Forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Oh, but she did just.
Naori. That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Because I was
Naori
due
must
for a
have
power
left them
boost.
here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns.
Yeah, but the Red Woman is like the Thorns incarnate or something.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go.
I think she's my favorite character. The Russian woman.
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
Yeah, thanks, Naori.
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
Is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together.
Giving
I
Law a
always wished
deserved
I could
smack.
Experience them for myself.
Best reason
and
to
finally
get rid
know
of
what they
thorns.
were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
I guess.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Does she unlock new ones? Place my opportunity. Revitalize. What's the next thing I have flagged for her? What is this? Wow. So we're giving the shouldn't start with Trezza.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Oop. Do I have to put this stuff on, or did I put it on? Wow. It's not that big, I guess. Why didn't she get a weapon? You know, that'd be cool. Well, hers was a big fucking upgrade. Jesus. None of them got anything. So I clearly need to... Gives off no trace of power now. Nee. I went back to the first doorway. This screams that I'm gonna be in the last like fight of the game soon, right? Isn't it screaming that? All these rooms of nothingness. I guess just for cutscenes?
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This will be the first final battle.
This is it, guys.
Well, then I had to go,
Time to
yeah,
see
yeah.
what secrets are in store.
That's fine. One of his SP point things is to fight all the lights that came down, and 2 of them are the spirit things that are like level 60 or whatever.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
No other skit, just that? Just that base thing? Alright, fine. Yeah, touch it. What do you know? A cutscene.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait though, something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Renna, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey look, over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
You're good.
That's what caused Lenegis' transformation. And the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
You're good.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said,
Go ahead,
we
go lay
should
down.
retrieve the Renaissance. Because right now,
Go lay down, you.
that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us
Stop.
out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman!
You're okay.
So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Alright, alright. You gotta go lay down now.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It is a dog, yeah.
Can't... Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're still named Red Woman. Yeah, this random dog just came into my apartment out of nowhere, you know? Alright, 3 red women.
Not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alvin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. But stop.
They're just, what are these things they're launching?
Can't get out of this.
They're dark, so I don't have any light.
Now you see what I can do.
Ah, ah.
You picked the wrong fight. I'll take you. I'll burn it all.
Oh, nice.
Flaming pillar.
Yeah! Flaming pillar, baby. Did like no damage to him.
Mine.
Take this.
Lightning.
Far enough.
Is that them fighting? Is that them hitting me? Or... Holy fuck! What the hell was that? No, go fight this one or something. I don't even care. They so clearly share. No! Yes, regenerate. Are they attacking all? Are they all attacking me? Stop spawning that behind your fucking back, cheater. No.
This one's mine.
Oops.
Incantation ruined.
Another incantation.
Denied. Ready and radiant light.
Not today.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone heal me. Someone heal me. Someone heal me. Someone heal me. Someone heal me.
You'll pay for that.
Oh, he died. I don't know. Treat? Oh, but don't leave him's dead. Yeah, whatever.
This should do it.
Illuminate the dark.
Ow. I can't wait to see their second half, huh? I don't have any moves that would be their weakness. Actually, do I have a lightning move? Do I have a lightning move? Hold on. Oh, I only need one more of those. I'll leave that on. Do I have a lightning move? Oh, I do. Lightning thrust. Oh, but it brings me up. I have like no. All right. Where's the lightning move? Where'd it go? There it is. All right. Are there any from the air? There's wind. All right, we're using a ton of these. Woo! Bam! Weakness. Ow. Woo! They're doing some sort of serious attacks here. Bam! Missed. Perfect. I don't know if it's using the move or what. Oh!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Yeah, well, I'll use a life bottle. Why not? Holy shit. Alright, they're pissing me off now. Woo! Weak. I wish their weakness. I wish I had a move that was their weakness, but wasn't just going in the air. I'm sure I'm supposed to wait till they're all together and like start hitting them. God damn it, dude. Woo! Ow. Shion, why don't you heal yourself, huh? Oh god, no! Ooh. Woo! I didn't think that they were gonna extend it, man. Oh, can I hit you in the air now? Nope. Shion, heal yourself. Or Doholi, why don't you heal her or something, huh? Damn it, Dohalim, will you cast the goddamn heal? You know what? I can't do it yet. Yeah.
Stay away from my friend.
Woo! Now I got it. Now you're dead.
Coming through.
Here we go.
Scarlet Inferno.
Oh, come on. Don't teleport. Don't teleport. Fuck me.
You. Stay away from my friend.
There we go. I just had to hit them once.
Say no more.
God damn.
Surrender. Fighting is useless now.
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve.
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
It doesn't matter when they're dead; they still get the experience and SP and
He's
stuff.
awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Outfit!
Later, Majenkin. So I gotta go to Rena now? No way. No way. Should have given her the butterfly wings, huh?
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Ooh,
Let's go.
that feels hefty. That belly. Damn it.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
I'm still not convinced he's dead.
Okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissance. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron
Why not?
mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissance in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the red woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena. And Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renaissance too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
I might be able to fast travel, I'm not sure. The healing zone didn't come back, so don't really want to fight. These random monsters. Maybe I should just try and fast travel out here. Oh no, I can't. Wait, what? I have to get to the... Oh my god, I gotta get to the end of it? Oh, I gotta use some items then. I'm gonna have to go through these rooms again. I'd be so pissed if I'm missing stuff because of that. Those are doors I guess I can't go through. Oh, here we go. Sweet. This one's back. Nice. Alright, gotta go to fucking Rena. I knew it. I knew it. What was gonna happen? And I gotta fight my way out through this thing. Apparently. And it's not even like I did a ton.
No further.
Yeah, boost break this ass.
Say no more. My turn. Can you take it? I'm not defeated. Not today. I'm not
Where are you going?
I'm ready.
Astral energy!
Say no more. Now, you're mine.
Lunar corruption!
Armor won't save you. Be still.
Can't be the
Lightning with the earth. Hurricane thrust. Lunar Rongo. Come on.
Wasn't I close with something here? Yeah.
I've been doing really great lately.
Yeah, shit, that was the way to go. I don't really care about the items. I've got enough of the items that I have. Oh, but I get these things anyway. I can't mine it.
Little help!
What do you mean I can't mine it?
Take this.
Woo! Hit a ton of them, baby. Woo! Look at the Phoenix work, baby. Holy shit. Woo! She learned something kick-ass.
Astral energy!
Say no more. My turn. Strike. Crush.
Healing
Hitting fire driver. My turn. I'm not done.
into the dark!
Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up. Hurricane thrust.
Now!
Totally. In an instant. Impact block.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Come on. look at Transcendent Pebble, man. Maybe I can make the Mystic something with that. I haven't been to the guy since I started getting it. They toned down the enemies that are in here? Oh, I guess they got rid of, I guess the mantises aren't respawning. Oh, never mind.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Burn in hell! Now we're not. Here I come! Cheating pile driver! Devastation! Shockwave strike!
I think I'll pass on the hand
Here I come! Take this! I'm not.
Holy Glimmer! Radiance Pierce! Holy Lance! I never miss! Too much to handle?
Now you see what I can do!
Pain between heaven and earth! Here! A wailing meteor lightning!
That hit somebody. Why would you hit somebody?
Demon Light! Eagle Ray! Shockwave Slash! Crush down on the ground! Flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Get through! Shockwave Slash! Radiant Light! Force of regeneration! Regeneration!
In here!
Blending Blast!
Blazer!
Ether!
I'll be saving this one!
Helical Deity! In a bind? No escape! Eternal devastation! Shockwave Slash! Destruction! Shockwave Slash! Eternal devastation! Demon Lash!
Air thrust! My astral energy!
Shine! Radiant Light! Eternal devastation! This is looking good! Force of regeneration! Eternal devastation! Shockwave Slash! Crush! Coming through! Ha! Now!
Wish I could trigger it on command.
Scarlet Inferno! Here I come! Begin!
I'm trying to dodge. He's weak to light also, it looks like.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Luna Rongo!
In here!
Dance on the wind!
Smash you! More for the stuff! Annihilation!
Devastation! Down on the ground!
Lightning orb! Here's over that kick! This one's mine! Dance in the wind! In here! More for the
No escape! More! Hey! Blow them away!
Oh, that one's cool. That's a cool finishing move there for the mantis. For the mantid claw.
Get lost!
Can't get out of this!
Good, you dodged right back into your little cronies. And I still only hit one of you.
Negative gate! Eternal devastation! You picked the wrong fight!
He dodged it. I hate that they can do that. Hit more of them.
We did it!
Ooh. Oh my god, the guy I was targeting was all the way over here. I had no idea.
It's over! Luna Rongo! Tear! Devastation! Shattering Annihilation!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Oh, did he level up? Yeah, he leveled up. Nice. Here we go, baby. Continue le story. Le story.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. about how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegus right now?
Obviously, Dohalim.
Lenegus wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegus, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Perfect timing. You need $200. If you stream for 30 hours total, at the 30-hour mark, I'll donate $200 to you.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing. Was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so.
This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie. Built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Dolin. Renan leader. Yes, yes. Oh, another improved healing hearts. I'll get these two first, and I'll do ground dash and then improved healing hearts, I guess.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
All right, 1 second.
I've done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
1 second, then I'll do the
speech.
I think everybody can
I
share
like
the
anything
credit
else.
here.
Oh, my aunt no balls. Good to be here. Yeah, I'm close to this hour.
I'm sorry.
Oh, nice. It's fine. It did, yeah. started crying. I'm gonna stop telling you that.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Get another water anyway. No. Wrong, Nick. Nice try, though.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord?
Wrong
How do you
again.
figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master, that's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him.
Wrong again, Nick.
Now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But...
No.
Yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
A third one, Jesus.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So...
Right now,
why
just
do you
me.
look so sad?
I'm the only one in my apartment right now.
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad.
There was someone else.
There's a bittersweetness to it,
They
I
left
guess.
for a little bit.
It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right.
Next time you stream, I'll tell you who it was.
Finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me
Well,
realize.
write down all the things that I owe
Allow
you.
myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
I don't owe you a couch view. I owe you something though. I just can't remember what it was. His lordship assures there's nothing to worry about. It's good enough for me. I still can't fast travel, dude. What is this? Strange person detail. Yeah, it wasn't the couch view though. I know I don't owe you that. I never agreed to that. Oh, Lord Dohalim!
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
I definitely don't think I owe you that. There was something before the strange person details. There was something else. Oh, I can make this now, huh? Megafauna bone. I need a megafauna bone, but I can do this, which is even better. Megafauna bone, yeah. Large demi-human talon, I have 50. I need a megafauna bone. Those guys better be on Rena, otherwise I gotta go back to the thing. Ooh, I just got it just enough. Even the couch view? Alright, so I got all his stuff. I still need to make prime farming issue. Somehow I still want to make this just because look at this fucking gun, it's hilarious. This is his best weapon. And this is the farm thing that I don't know why I'm making all of them, but I am. Hey, you said any of them. Oh, create accessory, hold on, wait. What do I need to make this fucking thing for Shion? No. Oh, I have barely enough gold for anything. Where's the life bottles? I'll buy one more.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Yeah, they have. What's the... All lights, yeah, that's like endgame. Rinwell is Untamable Rage, which I might have somewhere. So Shion has uncovered the ultimate ingredient and then accessory forge Mystic Crest. The Mystic Crest, I don't know. Oh, the artifacts. All doesn't need shit. Kisara, advanced solo. And then the boss fish fight. And Lord Dohalim, what a splendid fellow he is. I met him once as a kid. He was a completely different person back then. I'm still shaken by his speech. What he said was practically an the order that the Lords of Silence are supposed to stand for. Yeah.
So that was all it was. What a relief to know. I've seen a lot in my old days, but even I would have never imagined that I'd be a lord who would end up saving the day for letting us. It's going to take time before the residential quarters are repaired, but at least for now, the city is calm again. Still, no, to see him taking charge to have sovereign. Perhaps he's the winner of the crown contest this time around.
I talked to this person? I think I did, right? Yeah. Did something pop into existence over here? No. at least get back to the ship here. Almost at 2 hours already. There's so many cutscenes.
There's been a lot of damage, but now that the power's back, I'm hoping things are going to be okay. His Excellency Lord Orly merged us all to work together. We should think about what we can do to help the city.
I wouldn't mind if I can get a second tofu for that one random side quest.
Just like that, Lord Orly managed to completely dispel people's fears. That's what makes him a lord.
Yeah, nobody would think twice about trying to pull anything funny now.
So wonderful. It would be nice if His Excellency remained so that he could continue to lead us and guide us.
Why they sound sexy with a possible Asian descent? When you stream, I'll tell you. And not a second sooner than that.
I'm glad to see Lord Dohalim has restored peace and order to Lenegus. I expect nothing less from one of our very own lords. I guess we had nothing to be worried about after all.
Is this where the tofu was? And if it was here again, but no.
Father, what did Lord Dohalim mean when he said solidarity in his speech?
To be honest, I'm not all that certain as to what he meant either. But I believe it was his way of telling us to look past our class differences and work together to rebuild the city.
Class differences? You mean forgetting about people's caste and family lineages?
That's right, son. That's wisdom. That's the wisdom of a lord for you. We would all do well to reflect on it.
I just want to make sure I don't miss any dialogue.
Holy awesome. Oh, I just read about
Oh, no.
It's astonishing how quickly essentially Lord Dohalim was able to restore confidence by showing solidarity to people during major crisis. He's the lord who comes from Alcil Karas. Yes, I must admit some of the things he said were pretty radical, maybe.
Maybe he also looked dignified and full of confidence. That's why every Reddit should aspire to be, if you ask me. He's a poet and he doesn't even know it.
Not knowing it's killing you, then start then stream tomorrow.
Did you hear what Lord Dohalim said? Stop fighting this instant.
Forgive me, wasn't my intention to go against Exley's wishes.
Sir, you're alright. You're not hurt anywhere, are you?
Shouldn't we be talking to me? I come from lower caste, you know.
Nonsense. It's just exactly said so brilliantly. The city's in a crisis. Let's help our society to help one another. I feel like better if Lord only talked to everyone. Yay! I'm so glad to see there's Lord Magnoma.
Me too. It was good that Lord Dohalim took charge when he did. But something concerns me. How could the sovereign be indisposed, as he put it? And what was he doing here in Lenegus to seven data? Most likely he came here at the behest of the sovereign to help put an end to this situation.
That must be it. Otherwise he'd have to have some other sort of fish before he left his post.
Oh, that's not where I can go up. Whatever. When I get the post game, I have to look up like a guide or something. I already did all that reading for those guys.
I don't know why.
Still, it's under control. Thankfully, again, I have no idea what caused it, but everything should be resolved soon. Soon. But soon. Oh, darling, you have returned. Oh, darling, what's amazing? What was so scary coming with now, Flash? I've never seen a Lord like that. He looks so normal. He turned in. That's the reason why everyone admires our lords and wants to go up to be just like them.
Who would have ever thought acting Lord would step in a fixed plot, but it's really safe to be away from his realm.
It's unusual to be sure, but don't totally explain the situation well. I, for one, am grateful he was here to help us. Seems like the messengers are coming in. Folks are treating those in need now. Just like His Excellency Lord only promised the reactors fixed, the city safe for now. One person left, right? Yeah. And it's this guy. Surprised the city's core reactor was bad on trouble, but the situation is under control now. What it does! What it does! Hello! Almost 60 hours in this game. How insanity.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegus, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegus.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this.
They said that about Lenegus.
And the Renasalma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What? Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad.
No, it's
We've
good.
lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
Makes sense.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The Flower of Oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down.
You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
I guarantee you didn't see her, Nick.
It's still too early to give up.
She's not on my social media.
There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
I can guess who you think it is.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
So Rena being totally destroyed was kind of like crazy, right?
Ah, Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
Boo! Ah! What the? Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell!
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too. Whew!
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
All right. Well, this now it looks like endgame, but it's 2 hours later than I thought it would be to start endgame, so I don't think I can finish it in time. So I think I'm gonna save it, and I think I'm gonna call it a night at the 2 hour mark here. Question mark for where I am. I want to watch Fisher Phoenix stream because he's streaming Zelda too, and I saw he was online. So just hop over there, Nick. He needs the viewers. But yeah, I'll explore this area. This has got to officially be like now I'm entering endgame and the final fights and stuff. So I'm sure that can't take more than like 3 or so hours, but I don't want to be streaming for another I don't want to stream another 5 hour day. Not 2 in a row. So I'll stream again probably on like Wednesday or something. We'll see. Don't worry. But until then, adios. I'll see you in Fisher's chat, buddy.